You're watching PNN, the Parody News Network.
Bonjour and welcome to PNN. I am Hercule Poirot. We have breaking news at the top of the hour. American businessman Samuel Ratchet has been murdered in his compartment aboard the Orient Express. Furthermore, due to the train being stuck in a snowdrift, the murderer is still on board the train. I'm afraid you are all suspects. I shall begin with you, Mrs. Caroline Abbott.
As you wish.
Mrs. Abbott, were you aware that the victim, Samuel Ratchet, was in reality American gangster Lanfranco Cassetti, who kidnapped and murdered your 3-year-old granddaughter Daisy?
Yes.
You were?
Yes, that's why I killed him.
You did?
Yes, I stabbed the bastard, no less than he deserved.
I see. Mon Dieu, that was easy.
Pardonnez-moi, Monsieur Poirot?
You are Mary Debenham?
That is right. Tell me, did you discover more than one stab wound on Mr. Ratchet's body?
Oui, there were 12 stab wounds.
Well, I am responsible for one of them. I also killed Mr. Ratchet.
You did? Why?
Daisy, the little girl he kidnapped and murdered, I was her governess.
I see.
I'm afraid I must also confess to Mr. Ratchet's murder.
Colonel Arbuthnot?
Yes, that's right. You see, Colonel Armstrong, my best friend, was father to poor Daisy. I felt I owed it to him to dispose of his daughter's killer.
My goodness.
Signore Puro, I am Antonio Vasquerelli. I was a chauffeur to the Armstrong family and loved the little Daisy as if she were my own. I also stabbed Mr. Ratchet and hope his soul burns in hell for all eternity.
Mr. Poirot, you can add my name to the list as well.
Greta Olson?
That's right. I was little Daisy's nurse. I was only too happy to stab Mr. Ratchet. I'll wager the autopsy reveals that my cut was the deepest.
So many confessions. One moment. I was on board the Orient Express the night of the murder. Was I involved as well?
Mr. Puro, if it's easier for you, I will take responsibility for the murder of Mr. Ratchet, as I was the mastermind.
Ah, but that will cause so much scandal.
True.
And Mr. Ratchet was a repulsive kidnapper and murderer of children.
True.
Then I believe I have solved the case. Ladies and gentlemen, a stranger boarded the train when it stopped at Vinkopsy, killed Ratchet as a murderer of a mafia feud, and disembarked at great risk through the snow. D'accord?
You are the great detective, Mr. Puro. If that's how you say it happened, that is how it happened.
Oui, it is. To recap our top story then, Samuel Ratchet, aka Lanfranco Cassetti, was murdered aboard the Orient Express by a stranger who is still at large. Stay tuned for updates. We'll be right back. I'm getting too old for this shit.
You've been watching PNN, the Parody News Network.